Hey guys, it's Lisa again. I wanted to come quickly and not only share the dream I told you I would come back on to share, but about the British are coming that I heard this morning upon waking. There are other details, but I also received a word from the Lord today. You guys know that I received one on October 5th. This is one of the first times ever I have received a word that quickly within 2 days. Upon receiving the word that I wrote in less than 2 minutes, I went back through to find the scriptures from the word that I received, and there were 18 scriptures in that short message that this message related to. So I will share that. It's very important that you, two things. Listen to the end of this one. I don't always ask you, I never ask y'all to, very seldom do I ever ask you to share a video, but I am being shadow banned. I know I am. This is not coming up. My messages are not coming up in notifications anymore. I've spoken with enough of you to realize and know this. So if you can, share the message wherever you can, wherever the Lord leads you to share it, because this one, it's not like none of them are important, but I just feel to ask you to do for this one, for this message. So I will include the scriptures in the description box as soon as it downloads. But I will tell the dream that I woke up with this morning, and then after I was praying and looking up the information about the dream, I received a word in my prayer about putting up the video. So please share and just pray for the lost and the persecuted around the world. So without further ado, I woke up this morning, October 7th. In the dream, I saw land and water. There were no trees or anything, it was just land and water, and I saw bolts that were screwed down into the earth and in the water. I don't know what they were screwed into in the water, but all I could see was the bolts in the water. I asked in the dream what these bolts represented, what the bolts represented. The answer that I received was that these were seeds of deception placed by man. These are man-made bolts. This is a man-made deception. This is a man-made war. So I heard they were seeds in the earth and in the water of deception. But the bolts represented the seeds that the man had implemented. I think the bolts represented the fact that man actually put these war devices, these bolts, the deceptive practices within the earth and the sea. Then, after a short pause, I heard, "The British are coming." In the dream, I was pretty shocked. I drew back and I went, "What? The British are coming?" And I said, "I've heard that before. What does that mean?" And then I just heard again, the same way I did before, for the second time, "The British are coming." And then I woke up. Immediately after waking up, of course, I prayed about it. I asked the Lord, "What does this mean? Are these the actual British that are coming?" That seems odd to me at this point. But then again, with the way things are going in the world today, we don't know. So I looked up. I just had the thought to look up, what is the British are coming? What does the British are coming mean? Well, it states two things. One, it means it's a warning of a general army. It's a warning that enemies are about and battle is about to begin. Also, the second thing I noted was that in April 18th, 1775, I can't believe I already forgot the name. Paul Revere. Paul Revere, 244 years ago, him and some other troops were going to warn Adams. These were government officials in Massachusetts, of war, of the soldiers being on the land. So while I don't know a whole lot about that, I'm not exactly a history buff, But I did remember, hearing that. And when I heard the name Paul Revere after I looked it up, I knew. I went, oh yeah. But I did hear this in my dream. And this, to me, means this is a warning that enemies are about and a battle is about to begin. After praying about this and asking, I always ask before I do a video that the Lord be with me and that I don't say anything He doesn't want me to say, or that I speak what He wants me to speak. So, in my prayer, I was asking Him if He wanted me to add anything to this, and I received a word, hearing. This time, I heard write my words. The other day on October 5th, I heard hear my words. Today I heard write my words. I'm going to give you this message, and then I'm going to give you the 18 scriptures that I went back through the message. It's a short message, but it's loud and clear. And He speaks from His word. I looked back over this, and there were 18 scriptures, so I will list those, and I will list them in the description box as soon as the video downloads. So I will give this message and the scriptures, and then we'll cut this one short today, okay? The desolations are commencing. These are the days I have spoken to many a servant concerning you. Heed my call, and prepare your hearts, for without my strength you will not stand. Remember, it's not by your strength or might, but by my Spirit. Only in my full armor will you be able to stand in this day of evil that is coming upon your land, your seas. There is no place to turn but unto me. Get your houses in order, and hold fast. There is no fear to those in me. You will see much in the coming months. Time has shortened. I am with you. Remember, I told you these things and have given much time to prepare. Stay close to my Spirit, so as not to be deceived. The coming deception is so great, and will come in the name of love. No greater love hath no man than he lay down his life for his friend. Take up your cross and follow me. The road is narrow. Remember, the wide road leads to destruction. Those who seek to save his life shall lose it. Those who lose their lives for my sake shall find it. Hold fast. I come quickly. Walk by faith, not by sight. I am separating wheat and tares. And that was the end of the message. So I went back through the message, because I wrote that, of course, as quick as I received it, which was about 3 to 5 minutes, I guess. But I went back through because I felt in my spirit to list the scriptures that were associated with the message, that we really needed to go over the scriptures. So I wrote them all down. Daniel 9, I will list them now. Daniel 9, 24 through 27. Matthew 24, 37. Zechariah 4, 6. Ephesians 6 and verse 10. 2 Kings 20, verse 1 and 2. Romans 8, verse 1. Matthew 24, verse 21 through 22. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 5. James chapter 1, verse 16. Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. 2 Corinthians 2, chapter 2, verse 13 through 15. John chapter 15, verse 13. Matthew 16, verse 24. Matthew 7, 13 through 14. Matthew 16, verse 25. Revelation chapter 3, verse 11. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. And Matthew 13, verse 30. All of those scriptures were in the message that I just read you. That was amazing. I'll list them in the description box. Like I said, after the video downloads, I don't have my program anymore that I used to use. So, had a computer crash and had to let go of that for a while. So, I'll just do the best I can with, after it downloads, I'll copy and paste them in there. Thank you so much for listening. Please share when the Lord leads you to share. And until next time, I'll see you soon. God bless you in Jesus' name. Bye-bye.